Welcome. I'm Meredith. This is the Oasis Spiritual Empowerment Tarot. All about tarot, oracle, and empowering you. And we are moving right along with another unboxing because I have 4, 5, 6 more to go after this. So, this, not sure what this is. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me show you. I had to kind of open it off because, love this. Because, you know, shipping labels. So they sent this pretty postcard. So it looks awesome, edged with a black marker. It's very sweet, too. Oh no, I'm ripping the raven. Alright. Okay. This deck. Oh my goodness. I have... This is one of those decks. I have been so, like, not even back and forth. This deck has been on my list, and I think it was out of stock when I went to buy it, like, multiple times. They're printed in New Zealand by a small production team. So Jessica says overhand shuffling to keep them, so no riffle shuffling. We'll see how I do with that. I haven't touched the cards yet, so I don't know. You know, sometimes I think people are like, look, it's just gonna keep them in better shape, which is true. But sometimes the deck is like, you really can't riffle shuffle. You know? I don't know which this is yet. But we'll find out. And of course, this is not like a new deck. But it is by Jessica Shaw. And it's the Pythonic Tarot. I don't even know if I said that. It's a big book. Wow. Okay, so let's just take a quick look. Oh, so Ryan Shaw edited the book. And they have a YouTube. Circle of Wolves. And Instagram, Circle of Wolves.nz. So we have a preface. Little about the tarot system. Major arcana, correspondences, divination, tarot spreads. Then we get into the majors, which there are some renames that happened. I don't think anything crazy. It looks pretty, you know, instead of the Fool, we have the Seeker. Instead of the Magician, we have the Sorceress. Instead of the Wheel or the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Web of Weird. The Hangman is the Hanging Woman. Okay, and that's it. Oh, and then the suits are a little different. So we have the suit of crystals, suit of blades, suit of wands, suit of chalices. So it looks like just crystals is the real, you know, blades, I imagine, it's got to be swords. Chalices would be cups, because a chalice is a cup, basically. So crystals would be pentacles. Or coins, you know, discs, what have you. So yeah, earth, which absolutely makes sense with crystals. Just want to see. And then we have about the artist and author. Okay, let's look at these cards because I have really wanted this deck for quite a while. So, I'm very excited for this. Okay, beautiful, beautiful backs. I just absolutely love them. Definitely edging in black is the way to go, I think. So I'd definitely say that she is right. Alright, so we start... Oh, so do we go in reverse? Yeah. Okay. So, let me get a sip of coffee. Alright, so we'll look from the bottom up. Love the Seeker. And they are numbered. So, I mean, I think the names are very close. So, I don't really think that would be an issue, but just in case, there is a number. The Sorceress. Love this. And definitely the imagery speaks to, you know, even if it didn't have a title or a number, I think you could probably pick out what that is. Oh wow, I love this High Priestess. Look at her. Love that. I love the way that the hair is done and everything. It's fabulous. Oh, and the Empress. Fabulous use of colors. Oh, and the Emperor. Again, really, really nice use of the colors. You know, conveying that energy. The Hierophant. Oh, wow. Really, really interesting Lover's card. I love the Chariot. That's super fabulous. So this is one of the cards. I have not seen all the cards, but this is one that I have seen. And I just adore. And Strength. Love the way the Hermit was done. Really, really nice. That's really interesting. Looks like she's coming out of like a crypt. I'm sorry. See, I'm getting sucked into these cards. Oh, I love death too. I don't know what it is, but I just do. Yeah. Oh, I'm really excited to use these. Love the way death was done. Oh, we have 2 deaths, of course. I just said, right? She's gorgeous, but there's something about the way the cloak falls. I really, you know, we have that sort of yin-yang kind of thing. Really interesting. You know what? This probably wasn't intended, but you know what I'm thinking? What I'm feeling. Like this one, especially because of the purple, I feel like this is more of like that spiritual kind of thing. And then this one might be more physical, might be just more intellectual. So I may keep both of these. I'll probably keep them both at first, at least, just to kind of see. And kind of see how they read, you know, assuming I get... Look, sometimes I do that, and I never, ever pull those cards. It's so weird. So... I love the devil. You can feel that pull, right? Kali for the tower. Yeah, I mean, perfect. What a beautiful star. Wow, look at her expression. It's fabulous. Ooh. Oh, I love the sun. And look at it. Sometimes I really enjoy seeing how they, you know, kind of feel together, the star, the moon, and the sun. Really, really captured the energy just beautifully, as far as I'm concerned. I love this judgment, too. That's another one that I've seen. In the world. So now we have the Ace of Crystals, or again, Pentacles. And the 2. Oh, I love this. She's gorgeous, too. You know what? There's something about this deck. There's a dreaminess to the figures, to the people. Kind of reminds me... Wait, let me grab it. Oh, I probably shouldn't even grab it in the middle of this, but... I'll show it at the end, after we flip through. I could be wrong, because I haven't used the deck in a while, but I feel like... We'll see. I'm getting so sucked in. I'm sorry. See, I can't... I really like this deck, though. I can't believe I waited so long. Well, again, I did try to buy it, I'm pretty sure, a couple times. And I feel like it was out of print, then it came back, then it was out, then it came back, then it was out. So, this time, it came back, and I was like, oh, I gotta get it. And I am so glad. Oh, wow. Really, really lovely. Okay, so we have the Princess of Crystals. The Knight. Reminds me of like the Wild Hunt. Love the Queen. Oh wow, look at that king though. Okay, so now we have Ace of Blades, or I'm sure it's gotta be swords. Can you imagine if it wasn't? That would be so weird. I'm sure it is. that. Oh, wow. So interesting and beautiful. Oh, I love this for the 7. I think that's fabulous representation. You can see all these wonderful details. Oh, wow. So obviously this is a very female-centric deck, which I am here for. I know it's not for everybody, or at every time, but even though, I'm trying to think of how to put this. This is not like a soft deck, right? Like this is, oh, I love this king. This is a very powerful feminine deck. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of decks that tend to be more feminine, ooh, how beautiful, tend to be sometimes a little softer, just in the way they feel. And this one is not that. And I am here for it. Yeah, this deck, there's something about it that kind of brings me back to like my youth, my childhood even. I don't know, that probably sounds weird. But there's something very, very pleasing about it. It's like it's kind of scratching that place that hasn't been touched for a long time. Does that make sense? Hamilton, leave the cat alone, please. No. Mommy said no. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, wow. Love this night. Oh, and her. You don't want to mess with her. Wow. Really, really interesting. Okay, so now we have the chalices, or the cups. Oh, the mermaids. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm stepping into the fairy stories of my youth as I go through this. And there's a, I don't know, there's a feeling of it's like going home. It's like going home and recognizing things from long ago, you know? Wow. Oh. Oh, the toad. Oh, I love her. Oh, love the king. Okay, so, yeah, I'm gonna take the creator's suggestion and just do overhand. And overhand is fabulous. Now, it's not that, like, the cardstock is nice, it's a good thickness, but it doesn't feel like there's gonna be a spring, so I feel like if you riffle shuffle this deck, especially if you're not too gentle, it's got the potential to crease. I think that's what, you know, why the suggestion has been made to overhand it, and I'm absolutely fine with that. And you can feel it. You can feel it when, like, the cards feel nice in your hands, but I think you can feel that sort of potential. So let me lay a couple out, and then I want to put down some of the cards from that other deck, just to kind of see if I still feel like there's a, I don't know if connection's really the right word, but there's a, I don't even want to say similarity, because that's not right either, but there are certain qualities that are shared, I think, between these decks, but maybe not. I could be, you know, again, I haven't used this other deck in a while, but this deck made me think of it. Wow. Yeah, this deck feels, it just feels very special, very nice. This is probably not a deck I'm going to use for anybody else. It's just, you know, it's just my first gut impression. I could be wrong, but I think this is going to be one that I just want to keep for me. You know, it just speaks to part of my soul that's just doesn't want to share, you know? Alright, so let me show you now this other deck. Have I used it for anybody else? I'm trying to think. I don't think so, but I think I would. So the other deck, and again, this could be so off, but this is the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Galasso. There's a sort of dreaminess to this deck, so if you want to see them together in the backs, and I trimmed it and I etched it, so but let's just say, I'm just curious, because there's that sort of dreaminess to this one too, and there's a bit of distance with a lot of the figures that lends to that dreamy quality. So I think that's kind of what it is. This one is definitely like a witchier vibe. Although this one's got aspects of that. Actually, I quite like these together. And again, I haven't used this deck in a while. But you know, and they're very different, and the energies are very different. But in a really nice complementary way. You know, this is like a softer dream. At least, you know, to me. It's not saying one's better than the other, it's just different. Which makes it the best, right? But I just... Yeah, I really like these together. Yeah. Yeah, this is a gentler. This one's more feminine, as I think we often, or I often, experience with feminine type decks. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm really... I am so sucked into this deck. I really am. And I'm just not able to articulate very well right now. Yeah. I love these together. But yeah, this is a softer, more maybe classically feminine. Whereas this is that feminine that I think we've been needing. I've been needing. You know, I like to kind of feel that strength. Yeah. It's, you know, it's like that expression when men will say, you know, don't be a part of the female anatomy. You know what I'm talking about? And like it's an insult and it's like a weak thing, when the reality is that's crazy strong and powerful. And I feel like this is sort of like that. Does that make sense? I should probably stop talking, because I don't know that I'm making any sense to anybody but me. But that's kind of like, I feel like this is that concept kind of come to life, or I don't know. I am here for it. I absolutely love it. Ooh, you know what? This would probably go well with too. Oh. Let's check one more. So this is the Earth Whispers Tarot. And it is by Angela Tubb. So let me put some down. Oh, and these are the backs together. Yeah. I love this. Yeah, I really like these together. And this, I am so loving this deck. It does have some, if you haven't seen my unboxing or walkthrough, it has maybe a couple cards that might be a little triggering for some people. I think it's fabulous. I really do. The more I use this deck, the more I love it. So I'll link the unboxing in the description if you haven't seen it and you're interested, but I really like these together. Right? I think they look fabulous. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let me know what you think. Do you have this deck? Again, it's definitely been around for a good while. I gotta say, if you've been kind of waiting, or you know, maybe you've been like me and you wanted to get it and you kept missing it, last time I checked, it was still available. So I think if this is a deck that's piqued your interest, I would say go for it now, because just, you know, historically it doesn't seem to stay in stock. Or my timing's just super bad. But I'll link the website in the description. And I completely forgot to read from the guidebook. So let's pick one really quickly and see what the guidebook has to say, just so you get an idea of what it offers. Oh, strength. Always love strength. Okay. We do have some big full-page images in the book, or at least, yeah, we have a couple. I love that. But anyway, and we do have spreads too. It talks about card reversals. But anyway, alright, so it looks like for the majors, we get a paragraph about like what's going on in the card, a paragraph about, I think, like maybe the symbolism, and then a paragraph about like the divination, maybe, a bunch of keywords, upright meanings and reverse meanings. And then let's just take a quick look. Looks like we kind of have similar. So for the minors, we get the element, the astrological correspondences, the season, the direction, you know, all of that. Yeah, and it talks about the card like as a whole, but then, you know, specifically about the card. Anyway, let me just read so I can give you a better understanding. So for strength, we have the crimson daughter of the emperor dashes across the night desert, clinging to the fur of a chimera. Under her command are the cobra, the goat, and the lion. She wears the red cloak of her father, the emperor. It is his strength and iron will that give her the support to ascend and dominate all obstacles that would dare to block her way. She wears a crown of pomegranate flowers in her In her left hand, she carries a lunar chalice, a symbol of her receptivity and openness to the influences of cosmic energy, seen floating around her head as motes of light. The searing astral breath of the great lion incinerates not only form, but time. No fortress, no enemy No force can withstand the roar of his voice, which burns through all obstructions, illuminating every shadowy form. In strength, Virgo and Leo become merged into one form. She is not separate from the beast, rather, he is the manifestation of her power, turned chimeric, immortal, insatiable. Under the sign of the lion, united in passion and moving as one entity. This speaks of finding inner power, but also the conjunction of sun and moon, resulting in a significant journey to distant lands to merge fertile earth with radiant fire. Sorry, I had to get some coffee. Strength embodies the force of the coiled serpent of wisdom and enlightenment. The Kundalini power, which resides in the base of the spine. This energy travels from the sacrum to the heart by way of the spinal cord, both areas which are ruled by Leo, who is strongly associated with strength and the sun. This path relates to the power of communicating with and controlling wild beasts, as well as creating a dialogue with intelligent beings of spirit. Upon the road, we meet the higher self and begin to understand the secrets of the eternal. The spirit, or the serpent, devious and always returns to itself. It represents coiled, concealed power which lies hidden in the matter of the body, accessed by the spirit. The traditional meaning of the Strength card is about mercy overcoming force. In the world we live in, there is often not an applicable response. Empowerment, self-protection, and self-preservation are paramount in this age. Be strong, endure. Strength is a journey that can only be hard-won. Keywords are elemental fire, Leo, the sun, passion, liberation, talent, endurance, force, determination, energy, creativity, confidence, conquest, fortitude, courage, joy, ecstasy, awareness, empowerment, procreation, vitality, protection, self-expression, potent sexuality, divine intoxication, overcoming obstacles. And then upright, we have a lot of upright. Like, this is all upright. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just a snippet. We have physical and personal strength, creative and sexual passion, seeking glory, pursuing your desires, gently controlling passions and urges by attuning to the higher self. And then for reversed, again, I'm not going to read them all, but we have depression, guilt, cowardice, fear, weakness, insecurity, egotism, feeling defeated, sexual shame, lack of willpower. So there's quite a bit. I love that she talks about the artwork. So I am going to read through the guidebook. I'll probably just read it straight through, honestly. I may take a look at the cards as I do it. But, yeah, really, really nice. I do think I'm going to spend some time with the deck first, just to, build my relationship with the cards before I read the guidebook. But I am very interested in reading the guidebook to hear more about, artist vision. So, just, sorry, be wonderful to yourself. Be really, really wonderful, because you deserve the best, only the best, all the best, and that is my wish for you.